Tacos always need as much flavor as possible, and to ensure that these grilled chicken tacos have that, I'm going to be marinating them. To start, get 2 limes and roll them out to help extract the juice. Split them in half and squeeze as much juice out of them as you can. If you don't want to squeeze, use about a quarter cup of shelf-stable lime juice. To this, add a couple tablespoons of olive oil or chicken fat. We're using chicken breast, so it needs the extra fat. And for the spices, we're going to go with 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic, an 1/8 teaspoon of white pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, an 1/8 teaspoon of ground oregano, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground chipotle, and finally 1 teaspoon of salt. Give this a mix with your time-tested mixing spoon and taste for seasoning. Mine is perfect like always, so I set this aside and move on to the chicken breast. This is about 1 pound of super thick and juicy chicken breast that I'm going to cut in half so that it cooks faster on the grill. Throw this into your marinade and massage it in with those dirty little hands of yours. Once you're certain that every part of the chicken is coated, set it aside and allow to marinate at room temperature for 30 minutes or a couple of hours in the fridge. While that's doing its thing, let's make some tortillas. I'm going to go with 4 ounces of pork rinds, 4 eggs, and about 1 cup of sharp cheddar cheese. Give me 1 second while I blend this. Peekaboo! It's done and it looks like this. To make these, grab yourself a parchment-lined baking sheet and a small bowl of water. Wet your hands and start rolling out small dough balls and press somewhat flat. Using another sheet of parchment paper, gently press on top to flatten out each tortilla. Once that's done, place them into an oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 7 to 8 minutes or until each tortilla is nice and pliable. After your tortillas are done, it's about time to grill up our chicken breast. Place your chicken onto the grill over some pretty high heat. I'm looking to get some char marks. And if you want to know how long to cook it, just cook it until it's done cooking. About 162 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you with a thermometer. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of slow chicken flipping motions, so enjoy this sped up chicken curling motion as it cooks. Now that the chicken is done, simply slice it up into strips and bring it over to your other items. I also sliced up some lime and orange for these because it feels more authentic. Also crumbled up some queso fresco for another layer of flavor. Build yourself a taco and enjoy it. These tacos are light and tangy. The key here is to not overcook your tortilla. Making sure they're cooked until they're just done will ensure that you have a pleasant chew as well as a light toasty flavor.